Hi there, you're watching Gardens and Graveyards. My name is Charisma and today we are actually at a graveyard. And as you know, we've gone to many cemeteries and we go to lots of gardens, but this is actually a graveyard. Why is it a graveyard? Because it is attached to a church. And I feel super blessed that this church is still standing for us to actually see it. I knew that this was a graveyard, but I did not know that the church was still here. So really cool to see how this has looked since pretty much since the beginning. This graveyard was established in 1853, and the church and the land was donated a few years after that. And then in 1933, they stopped congregating in this church. And this church was an all-community church, so it wasn't any specific denomination. We're going to get in there and try to find our first burials.
The windows are blacked out, you can't see inside. The windows are blacked out, so you can't see inside. Not that I can, I'm not tall enough to see that here.
All these family plots,
Yeah.
bordered with cement. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's so sweet. There's that huge bed of heather with some sweet peas growing in it. Fun. That's what I want my family plot to look like. Not that. Not barren desert. Beautiful garden. That one has lava rock on it. So does this one.
It's all new. It's all new.
It's a little one right there. If I had it my way, I'd live in a church with a cemetery. A true graveyard. And to live right inside that church, be amazing, don't you think? This is the Pine Grove Cemetery in Lynn County, Peoria, Oregon. It was established in 1853 and it was donated by William Shepherd and John McNeil. The first burial here was Thomas Shepherd, who was a baby. When Peoria was established, it was settled by H.A. McCarthy. He settled this area in 1851, and then he sold the town in 1881. In 1875, there were 4 grain houses and a school with 60 students. And in the early 1900s, the river ferry was active. But the railroad came through, and where they got established ended up diverting people from the Peoria area. So it was built a little further east, and it totally bypassed Peoria, and it declined, and where it was a bustling little town in the early 1900s, by 2010, the population was 94. Today, the population is 216. When it was established, when Peoria was established, Mr. McCarthy had something like over 600 acres, and now the entire unincorporated town of Peoria is 301 acres. Interestingly enough, it's not considered a ghost town because it's unincorporated. But in my book, it's still a ghost town. I mean, you can't go from 4 grain houses to 94 people and not be a ghost town. So anyhow, let's get out and take a look and see if we can find these first burials. Now look at these, have fallen down, broken. There's another baby Cummings. Wow, beautiful. All these, very interesting. You see how they've all fallen down here, laying on the ground, broken off. Really hard to read. Oh, it's so ornate and beautiful. Looks like they've tried to preserve this one by piecing it back together and placing it on some cement. To look at this one, it looks Looks like it's trying to fall down. Yikes. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Let's see, that one has, looks like it would have had an urn on top. Much like this one. See the little finial that should have been on top there. Wow. 1885. I'm gonna go back down here and try to find Spencer. Looks like he's doing okay. Some of these spires are so tall. Have to appreciate that they're placing these down, keeping them best they can. It's still pretty wild. This thing. It's huge. Let's see. John Wilson. My goodness. Sheltered from sorrow. She's got an anchor. Ooh. Mahalo, Wilson. Here is H.A. McCartney. And he is the person who settled Peoria. And his family is here. That's pretty special. I love how his marker, H.A. McCartney, well, see, I thought his name was McCarthy, but his families all have N's, McCartney. Interesting. Anyhow, his stone says, "How many hopes are buried here?" He was a mason.
Made out of metal.
Yeah, these are typical temporary markers. Back in the day, they would stamp their name and dates onto some cement, and the idea is the family would come back and place an upright marker there one day. Look at that grass. Really interesting. This bed is completely covered in pine needles from that giant tree. Oh. Interesting to see how this foundation ended up so cracked and wild compared to so many that just look like this. But maybe because they had the whole top was covered in asphalt, it heaved in the winters, the cold and hot, opposed to just a border. I don't know. Here's Thomas A. Shepard. He was the first burial of the cemetery. The son of William and Marinette Shepard. Died in March of 1853. He was 4 months and 10 days old. And right to this side, that tall spire there, are his mother and father. She died in, let's see, she was born in 1834, died in 1890. No. On the back side of Thomas's marker, so here's baby Thomas, died in March of 1853. The other side is Margaret, wife of Thomas Shepard, who is actually buried right there with the leaning marker, and she died in August of 1853 at 62 years old. I believe this is baby Thomas's grandmother, and she is the first woman burial of this cemetery. So I'm gonna leave her some cornflowers and spikenard and just thank her for being a part of this community, for braving the Oregon Trail, coming here with her family, and what a brave soul to come all the way here. Their families came from, I think, Tennessee. This is the family that donated this land, along with John McNeil, William Shepard, who was Thomas's son and Thomas's father and Margaret's son, donated this land to be consecrated as a cemetery. And William and his wife are over there. And beautiful family, thank you all so much for being a part of this community, establishing this place for all of these souls to be laid to rest. This family plot is interesting.
What's that?
This is a footstone, headstone for a 2-year-old. Headstone, footstone. 20 years old. Porter family plot. Fancy. And then there's some California poppies growing there. And this is also topped with asphalt, much like the one over there that's so buckled up. This one looks better preserved somehow. Why? It's a tree rose
Oh,
over
the
there.
little lamb. The little lamb, you see that?
I like these bench. It's nice. It's typically designed for an urn. It's cute.
Plants in the box here. Where there's a family plot back there.
There's some more of these. Virginia
Yeah,
Porter,
beautiful.
1877.
Wow.
And then, let's see, they made a new marker for Samuel and put her name on there.
Yeah.
It's the same person.
Amazing.
Interesting when they choose to do that. Jonas R. Bone died in 1907. Gone but not forgotten. There's his little girl's headstone leaning there. Looks like there was space for maybe his wife in the back. This one matches. It's got the wheat sheaves and the ivy just like the other one. Beloved children of F.M. and M.W. Gray. Oh, it's so sweet. Yep, that one's got crosses all around it. Kind of cool. The influence of a good mother never dies. Oh, look at her name is Diantha. And Zura. Very cool names. Interesting how different marbles and granites hold their age. I wonder if that family is still around here. It's so clean compared to other family lots.
Okay.
And here is the McNeil family plot. It is huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe. No. Okay, so this has multiple names on it. Isabel, 1897. What does this say? Precious mother, thou hast left us not forevermore, for we hope to meet our loved one on that bright and happy shore. Oh, love it. This is John McNeil, and he was the other individual that helped donate this land. Oh my goodness. Large epitaph here. Farewell, dear, but not forever. There will be a glorious dawn. We shall meet to part, no, never, on the resurrection morn. I don't know. Oh, though thy darling form lies sleeping in the cold and silent tomb, thou shalt have a glorious wakening when the blessed Lord doth come. Peaceful be thy silent slumber, peaceful in thy grave so low. Thou no more will join our number, thou no more our sorrows know. Yet again we hope to meet thee when the day of life is fled, and heaven with joy to greet thee, where no farewell tears are shed. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Okay. Oh, they all have such beautiful things. This one is the son of John and Isabel. Yes, sweet Bible, I will hide thee deep, yes, deeper in this heart. Thou through all my life, thou through all my life will guide me, and in death we will not part. Part in death, no, never, never. Through death's veil I'll lean on thee, then in worlds above forever. Sweeter still thy truths shall be. Blessed Bible, how thou do my spirit cheer. And this is the daughter, Sarah Isabel. She was 9 years old. This lovely bud, so young, so fair, called hence by early doom, just come to show how sweet of love in paradise would bloom. Oh. And then there's somebody's initials, A.N. Clark, maybe, from Albany, Oregon. Or H.O. Clark? I'm not sure. Okay, then there's some more. Oh my goodness. These are also McNeil's over here. It's newer infant Mary. Let's see. Not sure this person is. Dearest loved one, may God forgive all my sins and take them something home to rest in peace. Okay. There's more around, all the way around. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Oh, there's McNeil's all down here too. Oh, wow. That's a very large family. What is this? What's up with Julia? Yay! All right. Time to go